My grandfather left me something I never expected, a breathtaking 2,500-acre valley in Montana. I thought I was inheriting peaceful ranch land. I had no idea an entire neighborhood had taken it over. The moment I arrived, I knew something was wrong. Luxury homes stretched across land that was supposed to belong to my family. None of this had existed when Grandpa owned the valley. I opened the deed and checked every property line twice. The boundaries were unmistakable. The entire subdivision sat squarely inside my family's land. A giant stone gate welcomed residents to Silver Creek Estates. According to the sign, they believed this place belonged to them. According to my deed, it never had. Within minutes, a woman marched toward me with several board members behind her. She introduced herself as HOA President Margaret Whitmore. Her confidence suggested she believed she owned the entire valley. She immediately began explaining HOA rules, as if I were a visitor asking permission to enter my own property. She never even asked who I was. I quietly unfolded the original deed. The county seal caught everyone's attention. Suddenly, the conversation became much more serious. Neighbors started gathering around us. Some looked confused. Others quietly wondered why the man holding the legal deed was standing outside a neighborhood built on his land. I made one phone call to the county recorder's office. Within minutes, they confirmed exactly what my grandfather had always known. The property had never been legally transferred. That afternoon, county officials arrived with survey maps and legal records. What they discovered would change the future of Silver Creek Estates forever. The survey team wasted no time. Every property marker was checked against the original county records. Margaret's confidence began fading with every measurement. Bright survey stakes started appearing throughout the neighborhood. Residents realized something serious was happening. Questions spread faster than answers. The HOA board called an emergency meeting. They searched for paperwork proving ownership. Instead, they found years of assumptions and very little legal evidence. I spent the afternoon with county officials reviewing decades of records. Every page told the same story. My grandfather had never sold the valley. The old aerial photographs removed every remaining doubt. The neighborhood had simply been built inside my family's property lines years ago. By evening, rumors filled every street. Some neighbors believed everything would be resolved. Others quietly feared the impossible might actually happen. I wasn't interested in revenge. I simply wanted to honor my grandfather's legacy. His land deserved to be protected exactly as he intended. My legal team prepared the next step. Everything would be handled professionally, lawfully, and with complete transparency. The paperwork was finally complete. Every notice followed state law. There would be no surprises, only clear legal instructions. At sunrise, the notices were ready to be delivered. The next 48 hours would decide the future of Silver Creek Estates. At exactly 8 o'clock, every home received the same official notice. The countdown had officially begun. 48 hours remained. Many families were genuinely surprised. They had purchased their homes believing everything was legal. For them, the news was both confusing and heartbreaking. The clubhouse filled with anxious homeowners. Questions came from every direction. For the first time, Margaret struggled to provide convincing answers. I explained that my dispute wasn't with the families. It was about restoring my grandfather's property through the legal process. Most people appreciated the honesty. County officials made sure every resident understood their options. Information, guidance, and legal support were available throughout the process. By the second day, moving trucks rolled into the neighborhood. Many families chose to cooperate peacefully. The community came together to help one another. The once busy clubhouse became unusually quiet. Margaret finally understood that confidence could never replace proper legal ownership. As the final moving trucks departed, the valley slowly returned to silence. The land was finally beginning a new chapter. I stood where my grandfather once stood decades earlier. After 20 long years, the valley was finally back under its rightful ownership. Some inherit money. Others inherit responsibility. My grandfather left me a valley worth protecting, and I made sure his legacy would never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this story, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible HOA stories. Also, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? We'd love to hear from you.